Cowboys' new defensive tackle, Kenny Clark, is an absolute game changer for the interior of this defensive line here in Dallas. And in this video, what I wanted to do was break down all the film. I want to show you everything I can on Kenny Clark to show and to prove to you guys that this trade, getting rid of Micah Parsons, isn't the worst thing in the world. I think Cowboys might actually be a better football team. Let's actually just break down the film. Let's get right into it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the family if you haven't already done so yet. With that being said, let's just dive into the film. Let's look at Kenny Clark and what he does. So the offensive line right here is going to be in what we call a 5-man scat protection, where they are going to slide the center over to guard Kenny Clark. From there, this guy's trying to rotate. He's going to use his off arm to kind of block, but he's going to keep his eyes to the right side as he helps out with the inside over here, and this guy is trying to get that 9 technique outside the tight end. But when that happens, we're going to see Kenny Clark do a great job kind of throwing this center off him and getting into the backfield for a nice little sack on the quarterback. Now, Kenny Clark is not going to be the guy who gets you 15 plus sacks in a season, but he does have a really good ability to get to the quarterback and adds another layer of being able to help stop the run as well. And we're going to kind of break down all of that in this video. Absolute dog. He's someone that is going to give it 100% effort on every single play. Here's another one that I wanted to show you as well. So right here, he goes through 3 different guys. Okay, so look at this play, dude. This is unreal. We have 3 guys rushing the quarterback here, and he is still able to get pressure. You're going to see this right guard kind of rotate over. He goes right through the center. Left guard tries to rotate over. It is too late. Running back tries to chip and release. It doesn't matter. Kenny Clark is just bigger, stronger, and he's more dominant than a lot of people think. And there's another easy sack for him right there, going through 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 offensive players trying to block him. Right? This dude is just a little bit different, and I think he's going to be a massive upgrade for the Cowboys on the interior. Yes, you're losing Micah. Let's just dive into the film. Let's look at it. He's also very quick off the snap, which allows him to be someone that can be utilized in stunt and twist opportunities. What do I mean by that? So right here, he's going to reach the point of attack, but he's not going to engage in the block. What's actually going to happen is his opposing interior guy is going to break through the middle. He's trying to put a little bit of force on not only the center, but also the right guard over here. Now, as that happens, the left guard kind of follows him. Now, again, as we reach that point of attack, instead of engaging in a contact, we're going to bounce through the B gap. Again, it's only the B gap because this guy rotates over. So watch this play. They're going to initiate the drive, going to come into the center, and now boom. Beautiful job. Now, when you have a guy in the interior that can be utilized in stunt situations, you get a little bit, you can get creative, okay? Kenny Clark is that guy. Let's just be honest. The Cowboys did not have a guy that can be utilized in these type of situations. Not only last year, but coming into this year, they didn't. Kenny Clark definitely changes that aspect of their football team right away, which is, again, huge. Now, he also has a mean bull rush, okay? He's very powerful. He's got really strong legs to drive through, heavy hands. Once he initiates that contact and lower body leverage, he's able to drive through guys, okay? Now, what do I mean by that? Look at this rep right here. He's going to get a one-on-one. The offensive line is scatting or sliding, I should say, to this right side, which gives him a one-on-one opportunity here. Left tackle is waiting to see what I believe that's Preston on the outside, waiting to see what he's doing. So as that occurs, as that happens, we get this one-on-one opportunity. By the time the left tackle tries to come late, I believe that's Jake Matthews, it's just a little bit too late, right? Boom, drives through him and gets to the quarterback, forcing that ball out early and forcing a pick. Guys, I talk about it a lot on this channel. Whenever you are able to generate pressure on a quarterback, you can create one of 5 or 6 different situations, right? Maybe you can get a bad throw by the quarterback. Maybe you can get a bad decision. On this play, you get both, right? Maybe you can get a sack, a forced fumble, a holding call on an offensive lineman. Get so many different opportunities. Right here, not only do you get a bad throw, you get a bad decision, you get an interception on just this pressure alone. Kenny Clark is a guy that can really change a game on the interior of the defensive line. I do think he's massive help. I can already hear what you guys are saying. You're like, hey, well, what about the run game? What about the run game? We can't stop the run to save our lives. And that is very true. They ranked 28th when it came to stopping the run, or yards allowed per carry, 32 in rushing touchdowns allowed per game, 29th in rushing yards allowed per game. They cannot stop the run. That is just fair to say. Kenny Clark is better than anything that they had previously. Now watch him on this play. He does a great job extending the arms, maintaining leverage, and ripping either which way, disengaging either which way. So right here, he gets locked in, right? See how the arms are extended? He's not up close with this guy. Now, the reason we do that is because we want to see which way the running back is going. There's 1 to 5 different ways that they can take this handoff, right? Jonathan Taylor, boom, take it there. You can take it up here. You can take it up here. You can bounce it there, right? So many different ways they can go. So when you maintain that leverage, you can kind of keep your eye there. And then once the running back chooses the hole, he disengages and helps make a tackle. This is why I like him in the running game, because he's very smart. He's instinctual. And he's a guy that can make plays on the, quick, right? Very decisive, very quick. Again, big reason why in the run game he's going to be huge for this. Here we go again, another big time rep versus the Lions, a good good offense here in the NFL from last season. Here we go, Kenny Clark, great job reading, breaking through. I mean, look, he pushed this guy back about 3 yards before the ball is even handed off to the running back, and then has the speed to get back into the gap and wrap up Jahmyr Gibbs for a gain of nothing. They get nothing on this play. Again, you can just tell, very instinctual. Love it. These are the plays that I feel like Dallas just didn't have last year. And you can say all you want about Kenny Clark, and he's got an ability to get to the quarterback, but he's also a clear upgrade to anything they had on the roster coming into the year before the trade in terms of being able to stop the run. I thought, right, when you look at this depth chart, I was thinking, dude, it might be another slow year. Yeah, you added Solomon Thomas and Joya, but do you really have a run stuffer on this team? Didn't. Kenny Clark, no, now, again, he might not be a pure run dominator, right? But he is someone that is an upgrade at the nose. Now, ultimately, I do think Kenny Clark is an upgrade for this Dallas Cowboy defense. And really quickly, do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. But also, subscribe if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering the Cowboys all year. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. We've got you guys covered. And if you want me to break down anyone else from this Cowboys team, I can do it, whether it be Mozzie Smith or anybody, right? They picked up Reddy Stewart, right? Some other guys. Let me know who you want me to break down next. We got you guys covered, especially season kicked off. Yeah, with that being said, turn on your post notifications. I do like this trade. I think getting 2 first-round picks in Kenny Clark, who can help you win now, at least be able to stop the run. I mean, look at it. He's an absolute mess of a human being, and someone that can really help out in the interior of the line, stopping the run, forcing offenses to be a little bit less unpredictable and more predictable. So overall, I like it. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.